Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? I actually got on here on time today. Well, I'm earlier anyway. I don't necessarily have a set time because, yeah, I just don't. But anyway, welcome. Thank you for joining in. As you guys come in, welcome to 30 Books in 30 Weeks. We are in week 13. 13 weeks into 2018. How has your life gotten better or has it gotten worse? Or has it stayed the same? I don't know. But yeah, so welcome in 30 Books in 30 Weeks. I came on super late last night, so if you didn't catch that video, feel free to check back. You can either check my YouTube channel or you can scroll back on Facebook. But we're doing 30 Books in 30 Weeks. Share the video out. Welcome some people to join us. We're in week 13, and today is Monday, which means it's time to introduce this week's personal development book of the week, which is People by You. People by You by Jeb Blount is the author. I read People by You as part of a sales training I did back in corporate years ago, and I've kept it as a reference ever since. And I've used it to train countless employees and leadership teams and so forth. And the strategies in here are super, super effective if you apply them. So welcome into 30 Books in 30 Weeks. Like I said, for those of you who are coming in for the very first time, maybe you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself and welcome. So I'm Mercy Batiste. I'm a personal, what am I? I'm a public speaker, a personal speaker. I'm a public speaker, I'm an author, and I am a reality-based success and recovery trainer who apparently cannot enunciate her words today. What does a reality-based success and recovery trainer mean? It means that we heal and we focus on success, but always in the frame of reality. And so there's a couple things I always want everyone to know about me. Number one, I'm sold out to my happiness. That's my guiding light. That's my beacon. That's what keeps me going. And number two, I live life on Mars. I operate in a space that is my world, my life, my rules. You're welcome to join me if you like. Welcome in. But you don't have to. It's optional because it's my world. And the third thing is that I love more than anything to help other women shine. And so I committed myself 1,000 women this year, you guys, 1,000 women to impact their lives and transform their lives, their relationships, and their businesses in 2018. How do we do that? We do that by raising the bar. And as part of that, I knew that I needed a bigger outlet to be able to share this. And so I wanted to share more meaningful content. So I started doing 30 books. I started doing the personal development through books last year, but I needed to up-level it this year. I committed to myself and I committed to my clients. We're taking everything to a whole nother level. We're raising the bar this year and truly making 2018 our best year ever. And so with that, I decided that one day on a book isn't enough. We need to really take a little bit deeper dive. And so People by You is my choice for week 13. It's one of the books that I use with my coaching clients always when we talk about branding. And so you notice I titled this video, I know I don't have haters and neither do you. How do I know I don't have haters? Everybody's like, oh, my haters this and my haters that. Newsflash, boo-boo. You don't really have haters. Haters don't exist. And you know why I know I don't have haters? I'm going to tell you why. Well, maybe you do have haters. I don't know. Let me not judge. Far be it from me to change your opinion if you really want to believe you have haters. But this is how I know I don't have haters. I know for a fact that I don't have haters because I have admirers. And so when we talk about how we reframe the story, how we reframe the picture, what do we attach ourselves to? I'm going to tell you, I have admirers. And this is why I have admirers, and this is why I don't have haters, and this is how I know for a fact that is to be true. Because I operate with a foundation of 9 star power pillars, and they are foundationally what I rely on to keep me grounded, to keep me operating in a place that I can be very transparent, very authentic, very genuine, but also completely unapologetic. And why am I unapologetic? Because focusing on and living out the star pillar powers that I teach with my clients means that I have already thought it through to the point when I execute on something, when I act on something, it's not reactionary. I don't react. I respond, and there's a difference because when you respond in an intelligent manner, you've thought it through, you know what you want going in so that you know what you need coming out, and you know how far to fight, you know what you're fighting for. People oftentimes are fighting for stuff they don't even really want. They just don't want to lose. I used to be that way. Maybe I even thought I used to have haters. Now I know for a fact I have admirers, and they're admirers for this one reason. Because no matter if you like me or you don't like me, you still have to respect how I conduct myself. At the end of the day, you might not like me. You might just be curious. What's going on, Kathy? Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. Oh, my God, I haven't seen you forever. You might not like me, but you respect how I conduct myself. You respect how I navigate. You respect my resilience. You respect my ability to live up to my standards, operate in my world, my life, by my rules, even if you don't like them. Even if you feel, you might even feel like, oh, she's, a little arrogant, or she's a little out there, or she thinks the world revolves around her. But guess what? Even if you don't like me, you still respect the fact that I operate in that vein unapologetically. And so you can't hate me because I don't do things to harm other people. At least not intentionally. I'm really trying to think. Since I got really strategic about how I wanted to live my life and how I got really clear, I don't think I've done anything to intentionally hurt another person. And not to say that people aren't hurt because they don't get what they want, or the result isn't what they desired, or whatever. So not to say people don't get hurt, but I've never hurt anyone intentionally. And there's nothing that you can say about me that's going to say, oh, she took advantage of me, or anything like that. And so that's why I don't have haters, because I have admirers. So they might still look on and not talk. They might peek. They might still be friends, but not really my friends. And I'm okay with that. Because you know what? As long as you're still watching, that means you're still learning. You understand? As long as you're still watching, you're still learning. Which means I'm doing my part. Which means when I committed to helping 1,000 women, even if you are one of those 1,000 women, but you really don't like me, but you respect what I stand for, you're still learning, which means I'm still staying true to myself. I'm living an authentic life. And here's what I know to be true. In business, people buy you. So it doesn't matter how many degrees you have. It doesn't matter all of the accolades. It doesn't matter the awards you have. Here's what I know for a fact. People will associate with you because of your connections and the people and things that you can do for them, but they're not going to be loyal to you. People buy you, which means they buy what they relate to. They buy with what they respect. And so those 9 star power pillars, and the 10th one, which is you, in this case is me, being my foundation, allows me to operate in a place that when people buy me, they know exactly what they're getting, because it's out there. I'm very transparent. My fears, my flaws, my failures. When I stumble, I don't hide it. I'm honest about it. When I make a mistake, when I've gone too far sometimes, where I'm just like, you know what, Marcy, that was not the right turn. You need to take a step back, mama, and retry it this way. But I don't do things in a way that forces me to be apologetic, which means even if you don't like me, you will still respect me. And that, at the end of the day, is all any of us can ask for. I'm not here to win a popularity contest. You're not there to win a popularity contest. If you're a business owner, you're there to promote your business. You're there to make money. People that say, oh, I'm just in business to help people, but I don't. No, you still want to make money. Even nonprofits make money, they generate revenue. And so that's what, at the end of the day, we're all in business for. When you can admit that and admit why you're doing the things that you're doing and operate really in a vein of transparency, people relate to that. Just being you is enough. People buy you. And so what I talk to my clients about is brand you. Brand you. And a lot of times people spend an inordinate amount of time branding their business, but they don't worry about brand you. So they're out there doing one thing for their business, and they're over on their personal page and in their personal life and in their personal interactions doing a whole lot of everything else. Well, guess what? Over in your business, you are behind that. So if you got an ugly lifestyle, you got an ugly attitude, you have ugly behaviors, you're treating people poorly, you're talking behind people's backs. Hey, Dr. Will, if you're doing all of that, that's going to affect your business. So I don't care what your brand looks like. I don't care how great your logo is. I don't care how freaking amazing your colors are. It doesn't matter. If you're a crappy person, you're going to have a crappy business. Understand that. People are buying you. They're not just buying the business. There are hundreds of thousands of public speakers out there. People don't hire me to speak because I am like the end all be all to speakers. I've got speaking mentors that can just like, but guess what? Their voice might not resonate with the person that needs to hear my message. And so as long as I stay authentic and I operate, hey Doug, and I operate in my space where I'm supposed to be, then my message is going to transcend everything else. What's going on, Scott? People buy you in your business, and so focusing on brand you. One of the, we just finished up. You're funny, Scott. We just finished up at the end of the middle of March. So just 2 weeks, about a week and a half ago, we just finished up 60 days laser coaching. The January session just wrapped up, and I think we probably invested a good week and a half just talking about, well, maybe 2 weeks in all. Out of the 8, we probably invested 2 weeks talking about the importance of building brand you and how brand you fits into brand business, and how one of the things that I do with my coaching programs is I don't try and separate the woman from the business. We do a 360-degree training because you are your business and your business is you. You are part of one another. You can't separate the two. Yeah, you can separate it on paper, LLC, incorporate, whatever. But at the end of the day, when somebody looks and they go to Google you first, they go to check out your Facebook first, what are you talking about? And does whatever you're talking about on your personal page match what you're talking about in brand business? If you're talking about in brand business, like you're all about empowerment and you're about healing and recovery, but then you on your personal page, woe is me, having a pity party, inviting people, oh, do this for me, and I feel so bad, and I'm having such a bad day. Are you the person that wants to empower me? Hell to the no, no, no. You're not. You're not. Be honest about that. Don't try and build a business on empowerment when you're broken. Don't try, that's like, I don't know, that'd be like me trying to change the transmission in a car. What the hell I'm going to do that for? And you go to my page, I run a business saying I'm a mechanic shop, and I replace transmissions, and you go to my page and I'm talking about reality-based training. That's stupid. At the end of the day, that's stupid. And if you think that's going to work for you, I got news for you. It's not. And you need to talk to me. Like, you need to talk to me. Because that's not going to work. It doesn't make sense. But so many times that's what people do as business owners. We forget that how the brand looks is reflective of how we look. Not in a physical sense, but how we conduct ourselves. And so when you conduct yourselves in a way that commands that even if people don't like you, they must still respect how you interact with them, it's a game changer, folks. That's how I know I don't have haters. I have admirers. Y'all know I'm big. Reframe the story. I'm going to reattach it. I'm going to reattach myself to the story, and I'm going to tell it the way I want it to be told. My reality, my world, my life, my rules. It's that simple. If you operate in a vein that demands people respect you. It doesn't matter if they like you or not. They will always be admirers. They will never be haters. And if you have haters, let me add this. I'm going to add this and I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap it up with this in the bow. If you have haters, I can guarantee you the very first hater you have is the very first person you see in the mirror in the morning. Do I need to say that again? If you have haters, your biggest hater is the very first person that you see in the mirror in the morning. Means you're your own worst enemy. You're your own biggest hater. If you have haters, it starts within you. Fix you. Fix brand you. Because the people are going to buy you. And if you've got self-hate, it's going to show. It's going to be reflected in how you conduct yourself. It can't be any other way. I hate to, break that to you or bust any bubbles today. But if you do have haters, you're the biggest hater, and you look at yourself every day in the mirror. So work on that, change that, admit that, own that, be honest about that. Reality-based training. Reality says if I have haters, I'm my biggest hater because I see myself in the mirror every morning. You're going to impose what you think about yourself onto other people, no matter what they really think about you. What's going on, Gregory? Hey, Mark. It's a fact. So remember, people buy you, brand you can never be separated from brand business. They are one and the same. Stay tuned for the rest of this week. We're going to talk about some strategies and some principles that I teach as part of the Star Power Pillars. What's going on, Gillette? As part of the Star Power Pillars, when we talk about brand you and brand business and how those two are infinitely intertwined. I don't care how big your business is. Matter of fact, real quick, before I go, think about Uber. I want you to think about Uber. And I want you to think about, matter of fact, forget Uber. We're gonna go a different. I'm gonna take this. I'm going all the way in with this. Let's talk about Harvey Weinstein. Okay, y'all know who Harvey Weinstein is. He's the nemesis behind the Me Too movement, right? So he's a Hollywood pervert, basically. Lack of a better, more diplomatic term. Hell, I don't care. So y'all know who Harvey Weinstein is. He's the guy that's been out there. Haterade, don't drink it. You're funny, Gregory. So he was the one out there groping and grabbing on females, right? And so you got all these Hollywood actresses coming out, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is what he did to me, and this is how I felt about it," and da 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 da. So they sharing like 50 years worth of pervert stories about this guy. Has nothing to do with his business. He is one of the top guys in Hollywood. He's the one everybody wants to work with. That's why they tolerated the behavior for so long, right? Are y'all tracking with me? So they tolerate this behavior for years and years and years. He develops these amazing actors and amazing actresses. Like, he's the go-to guy. That's who I want to work with. And then somebody comes out and says he felt on my booty. He felt on my booty. I felt violated. Now, I'm not minimizing. Don't mistake this, y'all. Don't send me no hate mail. I'm not minimizing his bad behavior, nor am I excusing it. My point is this. His bad behavior was personal behavior. It was personal behavior. It had nothing to do with his ability to conduct business. He was still producing the top talent in Hollywood. But guess what? He's in bankruptcy now. He's in bankruptcy now because his personal brand corrupted and destroyed his business brand. A multi-million-dollar empire crushed because of personal choices, personal bad behavior. He violated people time and time and time again until finally somebody said enough is enough. We're not putting up with it. And now all of a sudden, that personal brand got exposed. It's not authentic. His behavior is not genuine. He's not like, I don't know, like Mr. Goody Goody, like you would think on the outside looking in. All of a sudden we got a looking glass from the inside out. It's a whole different picture. And so Brand Harvey affected Weinstein Enterprises, or whatever they're called. And they're in bankruptcy now. His company is in bankruptcy. Destroyed because of personal behavior. So when you think that people aren't buying brand you, that's a real life, real time example that shows if your brand you ain't on par, your brand business is going to crumble. And with that, I bid you farewell. Have an amazing day. Thank you for those of you who stayed on. I know I was on a little bit longer today, but we'll be back tomorrow with another star power moment. I feel like I want to be like Oprah or something. I need to come up with a really cool, like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, see you guys later. As always, if you missed any of the videos, they're always on my YouTube channel. And inbox is open 24 hours a day if you have questions, concerns. But don't send me hate mail. I don't respond to hate mail. But I don't have haters. I sorry, it'd be admiration emails, right? Yeah, admiration emails. I can't even get hate mail because I ain't got no haters. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. It's been fun. Thanks, as always, most of all, for living life on Mars. I'll talk to y'all later.